Welcome to
Get
Bargain
ready.
Theater.
Welcome.
Don't sound too excited now. Come on.
I'm looking at a lot of pretty things on my phone right
Speaking
now.
of pretty things, let's talk about France.
Oh, I
Oh,
was going to talk about Cass.
Good
I
old
was gonna talk about
France.
Danny, but
You guys need a room.
uh,
All right.
but
So we watched another French movie because
yet another one. Last
another.
one. I'm not watching any more French movies
Here's the thing. Behind
after
the
this.
scenes, we didn't have another movie set up because we were recording these back to back. And we didn't have another movie, so I was just
Nope.
like, this one's in French, let's watch it. I made a mistake.
Justin made a mistake. Not shocking.
This movie is called The Grapes of Death. It's kind of about killer grapes. It's not like Attack of the Killer Tomatoes or
Yeah.
whatever.
I was gonna say, like,
I mean, that movie was awful. So,
It was,
I-
but it's awful in a great way. This
So
is
this
not awful in a
movie-
great way.
Yeah.
I
It's
just
just
took
awful.
this movie as a comedy to try to get myself through it.
Yeah.
So
Why did all of the special effects look like condiments?
Ooze.
No, it looked
They
like
look
condiments. Like they were like, "Oh fuck, we don't have any blood. We need something that looks gross." So they just like started pouring mustard and like mayonnaise and like
How would
chocolate
I say,
syrup on
it
people.
looked a little like horseradish.
Yeah, like
They
what?
really also changed up how the
So
sickness worked. Yeah,
let
give us
Yeah.
the rundown
let
real
me
quick.
read the synopsis for this real quick. A young woman discovers that the pesticide being sprayed on vineyards is turning people into murderous lunatics. You know, do you guys remember watching a movie that had a similar plot to this? I'm gonna see if you can remember the name of it.
Blood Farmers.
Besides that one, there's another one. Toxic Zombies.
Oh yeah.
Where
I
they
don't
sprayed,
remember
like,
that
a
movie at all.
It also had to do with pesticide.
Oh, that's funny.
It was a plane going over. This one's a little more like it's like an infection kind of thing.
Yeah,
They also turn into like not necessarily zombies. Like
But
it's
are-
hard to say.
but they're kind of zombies.
Kind of zombies.
They're
It's
just
mutant.
rage filled.
They're not eating people, but they just want to kill people.
They just want to kill people. They find everyone annoying, and like honestly, same.
It's so yeah.
So-
Basically, the wine gets infected. There's like a wine celebration thing that happens
Yeah.
off camera, and yeah, no, it's just people drank the
It
wine
was-
and they went
This
crazy.
movie is girl running, people chasing, and
And girl runs some more.
girl boobies.
You know,
there
she
was
might
boobies.
be a track star. You know,
She
like,
might be a track star.
You know, her first thing is when that guy gets on the train and kills her friend. I don't want to like, and she does the emergency button to get the train to stop.
Mhm.
So there is obviously a conductor. I don't understand why she wouldn't run towards the front where the conductor is and
Right?
rather run away into the mountains that she has no idea where she is.
you ran into the tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
just like, you know what? If you're gonna run away, at least stay on the train tracks and go to the next
Mhm.
station or something. Like, she runs up into the mountains and be like, "Where am I?" Well, I don't know. You put yourself there. Like, this is really something you brought upon yourself.
She
Like,
has
most of the time. Go ahead. Sorry.
She only has moderate survival instinct. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all my thought.
So
She's really trigger happy.
most of the time in this movie, it seemed like whenever they needed something in the plot to happen, somebody would just come out from under a rock or something and be like,
Yeah.
I'm here now.
Mm-hmm.
Where did you come from?
I
Let
don't
me
know,
tell
man.
you.
You got a blind lady who.
Let me tell you what. That's terrifying. Like, if you were like
Yeah.
100% blind and you're lost because you like
Mhm.
accidentally walked out of your village.
Yeah,
Like,
that's fucking terrifying.
That's yeah. And she was insane, but hey.
Speaking of insane, I did like the weird insane lady that shows up later.
The really hot one?
the one
Yeah.
that's naked.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was fun. I was like, oh man, she's just living her dream right now. Like the
You know what she
entire
reminds-
village went insane, and she's like, I'm perfectly fine. I'm just enjoying the chaos. And I was like, fuck yeah,
But
lady. Like, let's
she
go.
wasn't perfectly fine. She
Was also
I-
insane.
yeah,
She was also insane, but I like to believe that she was insane before the wine situation happened. And so she's just popping off because everyone else is losing it. And she's like, nobody gives a shit anymore.
mean-
I'm just going to pop off. Like,
I mean, honestly, like that's just like
I
the
feel like that's a
casual
vibe.
wino experience.
yeah, I feel like that's the vibe.
She's just looking for a good smut book to read.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, she's getting feisty.
She was getting feisty.
She gave me a lot of like Cash should know this, but she gave me a lot of Debbie Jazinski. I think that's how you say the last name, vibe from the Addams Family, the one that marries Fester.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she given her vibes.
Yeah, Black Widow vibes,
Yeah.
for sure. And
This
then there
movie
was Dog.
Really
It-
fucking boring.
It was so bad.
It was absolutely
Did
bad.
you guys also notice the director
It's the
for
same.
this is the same as the
It's
other
the same
one?
director. Yeah, I noticed that because I put the director in the descriptions, and I was like, oh man, I hope I didn't copy the wrong director. No, it's just the same.
Same guy.
Same guy.
We'll probably see him again.
Probably. I was sort of.
Unfortunately.
I did have a mild thought that maybe the blind chick was also the same chick as the Living Dead girl from like just the poster. I was like, oh, is that the same chick? But it's not.
Yeah. Wait, what was your poster? Because mine's just a girl in a thing of grapes and just getting squeezed.
Oh, my poster is the blind girl, but it's only like half her face.
Oh,
And then it just says
yeah.
like grapes of death on the side of her.
See, I just
It was
don't
the
know
only
why
like
she was-
in English poster that I could find.
I just
Gotcha.
don't know why her face was the poster when she
Right?
probably has an ultimately of like under 8 minutes in the movie. Not even, probably
Just
5
because
minutes,
it
and then gets her
looks
head cut off.
Spooky.
Yeah, that was kind of wild.
Yeah.
I
It's
don't
just-
do well with decapitation,
Mhm.
as maybe most others.
Also,
So I
how-
couldn't watch that scene.
like, so they made a pesticide. I wonder if these pesticide movies came out during when like all the pesticide stuff was happening, like in the environment. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like when they found out that what is it, DDT, like didn't just kill the rodents, but it also killed the birds that ate the rodents, and then anything that ate the birds, and there was just
Yeah.
that like chain
I mean,
reaction.
Yeah, I mean a lot of like horror movies in general too. They're usually
Yeah.
like, I mean it's the same reason why we saw a lot of like weird birthing movies the past couple of years because of all like the Roe versus Wade stuff.
Yeah.
It's like reality, you
Mhm.
know, creates some fucked up fiction.
Really
Let me
weird
tell you.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
What we're actually afraid of, like right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Huh.
I don't drink, so I don't think anything would happen to me for Grapes of Death.
Yeah,
so-
you'd be fine.
Yeah. You'd
I
be
don't-
like the beer drinkers, like
Yeah,
even though
you'd
they
be
get
chilling.
shot, I don't know why she like sure I can see why she shoots the one guy because he shoots
Her
her
fiance.
fiance who wanted to die.
Yeah.
But
He
I
had
don't
Goop
know.
disease.
I
Mhm.
don't know why she shot the other guy because he literally did nothing.
It's
Literally nothing. He just existed.
You know,
Yeah.
that's just what happens. You know, guilty by association. Just
Mhm.
shoot him.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot to this movie.
There was, you know, this kind of had like a dreamlike feel to it.
a little bit, yeah.
The other
Yeah.
movie too, like these feel very like the way that the story progresses in it.
Mhm.
I felt like had a very like folklore style of telling to it, like the way that things progressed in it.
Yeah.
And I just fucking I was like at first I was into it, like okay, this could be interesting, see where this goes, but then it goes nowhere. You're just wandering around with this
Mhm.
lady and just random shit happens that like doesn't really like
Matter.
matter.
Yeah.
So this is what I feel should have happened that maybe would have made this a little bit better.
We closed
Is-
out the tab the movie was playing in. I agree.
That yeah.
Mhm, yeah.
Um.
Mhm.
So the beginning scene, she gets woken up by her friend.
They should have
So
made
I
out
feel
just like in the other movie.
well, I feel like she should have woken up at the end, and her fiance, who admitted to making the pesticide, like walked in or was telling her how he's working on a new pesticide for her to be like, no, don't do that. That's about one accepting thing I could have of this.
No, I think I would have hated that more.
Yeah.
I would have been disappointed. I would have been like, nah, that's stupid.
Yeah. This whole
Sorry,
movie was
Danny.
stupid. I'm just
I'll
saying
be like,
that
no,
would've
don't
made
make it a
better.
dream.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
Fever dreams, man.
fever dreams. Speaking of fever dreams, I keep dreaming that I'm working back at Spirit.
Yo, I keep having work dreams too. It's awful.
I hate it. I hate it so much. And every single time it's like I'm in a store and like it's getting destroyed and I can't do anything about it. And I'm like, y'all are fucking stupid and I hate all of you. Why am I here? I am not getting paid enough for this shit. Anyway.
I hope you never step foot in another Spirit Halloween.
I can't. I like it literally makes my skin hurt.
I
can't
I
do
didn't even
it.
work at Spirit, but I'm just like remembering everything was like I'm good. This shit sucks.
I can't do it. I can't stand the way the costumes smell, the smell of cardboard, the fucking printed cardboard that they make all of the ISEs out of, and where all the animatronics go.
This has just turned into us hating Spirit Halloween.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Spirit Halloween. Anyway.
Fuck you, Spirit. Fuck you, Spencer's.
I just got
for
like
real.
a update that there's a
Nope.
Spirit Superstore that is open all year round.
Oh yeah,
No,
it's in
thank
New
you.
Jersey.
Yeah, fuck
It's
that.
the home store.
You know, I had an idea of making since I guess we're done with the movie. I don't know. I just want
No,
I
I
just
was
wanna
just
say this.
sorry.
just because like I want to make a horror store.
Yeah.
Like, I want to but here's the thing. It's like, who's gonna come in and buy Blu-rays? No one.
No one, just you, bud.
Just me. I just want this store for myself.
Yeah.
You
that's
know,
true.
like I sell horror books, horror stuff. You know, but I don't want
Spooky
like
things.
costumes, and people be like, "Oh, but Halloween." It's like it's not a Halloween store; it's a horror store.
You want
I
like
don't know what I would.
you almost want like an oddity store, but not an oddity store.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it has like a vibe of weird knick-knack store.
Yeah, but just
Like
spooky shit.
everything looks a little haunted.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I'm
with
into
how
that.
like more popular like
Mhm.
that stuff's been getting, you could probably do it as long as you do it in like a city or a higher populated
Mhm.
area that could
I
bring
think
a proper
Milwaukee would be a
income.
great
Yeah.
part for that.
Yeah.
So if anyone out there wants to see this happen, I don't know how to make it happen. So someone
You're-
else do it.
Your
Yeah.
girlfriend's pretty successful. You should ask her.
Yeah, I was
how
gonna
that
say,
is.
she runs two businesses.
I'm not gonna do that to her.
How do
She
you
would
run a
lose her
business, babe?
fucking mind.
No, just
Yeah.
ask her how she did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I did ask her. She's like, it just happened. I'm like, all right, well, I guess.
All
that's
right,
just how
that
it's
was
gonna
very
happen."
inspiring.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Wow, thanks, babe.
But anyway, so this movie, Grapes of Death. So yeah, this director, he is like a pretty celebrated director.
Is he?
I just wish that I liked his movies. You know,
Yeah.
they're not like too artsy or something. It's not
Mm-mm.
like, don't you get it? Don't you understand?
Yeah.
It's nothing like that. It's just like the way that it is. It's so slow and boring.
It
Yeah.
feels so
And, like,
drawn out.
And I don't mind slow, but you gotta like
It's like
hit something.
yeah, like having you can use silence and like pacing and slowness, I guess, to add to the story.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
they had,
like,
a tension, but there wasn't any.
There was no tension in this at all. Same with the other movie too. Oh my God, Gomez, calm down.
I heard
I
that.
know you agree. I know.
Is he just standing right next to you?
Yeah, he's just standing there screaming.
Give him the
Gomez says,
microphone.
yeah, Gomez says hi everyone. He's got very big opinions about this movie, and he says don't watch it. Says it was bad.
It was so boring. I'm trying to remember some other. I just watched this movie
Mhm.
today too, and I'm already forgetting what happened.
Yeah.
in it.
I forget the movie. That's why I was saying, like, as soon as we got together, like, we got to talk about this immediately because I barely forgot it.
Yeah.
I started to
kinda-
forget it because I watched it right after the first movie, and I'm like, this is bad. I'm not gonna remember either now. I'm gonna get
Yeah.
them mixed up.
If we could have, I wish we would have just doubled up the one
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah, we should have just talked about both. Oh well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it would
okay.
have
Yeah.
been.
That's okay. So here's
Lesson learned for next time.
Mhm.
So, I feel like food related horror isn't something that's really explored enough because
Agreed.
especially with a lot of shit that's going on lately. We got
Mhm.
Listeria in Boar's
Mhm.
Head, McDonald's.
Yeah.
We had the mold with the Mr.
Mhm.
Beast lungeable thing.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
God.
That was awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, and which speaking about that, I was until they like mentioned the whole pesticide thing near the end in this movie, I was like, "Oh, was this like a bacterial contagion, like a
Yeah.
almost like a flesh-eating bacteria that people got from like either working in the grape fields or whatever, which is plausible
Yeah.
because I got a specialized bacterial infection from a
I thought
fucking
you were gonna say that you started
rose
eating
thorn.
people.
No, from like a rose bush. I got like when I was cleaning out my grandma's garden, I got scratched by the rose bush. So specialized bacterial infection plus poison ivy. That was a great time.
Did you have like bumps and stuff when you got the poison ivy?
Oh,
I had
yeah.
I don't know what it was. I'm pretty sure it was poison ivy,
Mm-hmm.
but like I remember it was when I would go four wheeling with my dad, which I hated doing.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to climb onto this log and something like some leaf thing like stuck to my skin.
Interesting.
Yeah, it like stuck onto me and I had to like peel it off or whatever, and then when it just bumps. And then I was given some soap and it was fine. So I don't know what it was.
That
It's
sounds
probably poison ivy,
That
but
sounds more like a sticker bush of some kind.
Yeah.
To have like
Yeah.
little hairs or something that'll grab onto you, because poison ivy doesn't really like stick to you.
And
Yeah.
neither does
Yeah.
poison oak either.
Yeah, so it sounds more like something that had maybe like barbs or something on it to stick to you.
I thought I was getting grabbed and gonna get sucked into the ground. So,
I mean, you could have.
which honestly, looking back, that would have been okay.
Yeah.
It's all right.
But yeah, so that was my thought that this was like a cool specialized like insanity bacteria that was like maybe giving everyone really bad fevers.
Yeah, kind of like a 28 days later type thing.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking that was like going on here.
Yeah.
But no, it was just really bad pesticide that this guy made, which also kind of plausible.
Yeah.
Pesticide is not great. It's
kills the
pesticide. Yeah, it kills all of our pollinators and things that we, need on the planet and that sort of thing. It's a whole rant for
Yeah, it's a whole
something.
thing.
It's
I
a
mean,
whole thing. It's a whole rant. It's a whole
movie,
thing.
I mean, like it makes sense though. Like this
Yeah.
is definitely so I'm trying to think of other movies that were like food horror too. Like The Stuff, I guess.
The
is one.
stuff, yeah.
It's like it's like all these movies that you're like, you could really have something here
Yeah.
if you didn't just go
What?
like The Stuff, like it starts off like this makes sense. This is
Uh-huh.
definitely something that should work. And then it just goes way the fuck off.
Yeah. What
And you're
what
like,
movie
what
is it?
this?
What movie is it with Soylent Green?
That's the movie Soylent Green, yeah.
Oh, it's just Soylent Green. Okay.
Yeah, it's
Because
Soylent
it's
Green. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
people.
yeah, you're eating people. But then it's okay, so here's the thing too. Some of the people that I work with, they were like, I would never eat like Beyond Meat because haven't you seen Soylent Green? And I'm like, you're fucking stupid if you think that that's any correlation there.
No. Oh my god.
I think we would know if people were the ingredients to this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's called Beyond Meat because it's not meat. It's
Whoa.
not people. Not people. Eating people is a great way to go insane.
Yeah. It is.
Great way to do that.
I heard it makes you stronger though too.
It can, because it's you.
So you're saying if I want gains, I need to
you need to eat people, yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, I don't recommend it. It seems hazardous.
You know.
It seems unhealthy. Seems.
I mean, what isn't unhealthy?
Facts.
Yeah. You know, like, let me nibble on somebody. Just like a little munch.
Just a little munch.
A
I
little
could
munch.
go for biting into a bicep.
I think that's a different thing you're experiencing. Ladies, please. The lesbian shit was the last movie we watched. This is different because it also had lesbian undertones too.
It did. I was just kind of wondering. I was like, do French movies just maybe that guy, the director,
They
just
love.
really
You
Loves-
know,
likes lesbians.
now that I'm thinking about
Maybe
it,
he's
I'm
got a
pretty
fetish.
Sure you guys haven't seen it, but the movie Raw, I'm pretty sure there's a lesbian thing in that too.
Probably.
Yeah, it sounds like something.
Yeah. Also, you guys should watch that. That if there's any French movie you should watch, it's Raw. That's probably the best one. Or Eyes
Okay.
Without a Face. Like those are like the best French horror movies. So,
I'll have to watch them. Yeah.
That's like I don't got anything to say about the movie anymore.
I
I'm
don't
like,
either. This
I-
movie was terrible. I hated
Did
it.
anyone
gotta
else
be
think
honest.
it's gonna be grapes coming to life and eating people?
I was
Yeah.
hoping.
That's what I was hoping for,
We didn't get-
or like
oh,
to
there's a
like
cat down
turn into like clickers kind of thing, where they like
here. Mm-hmm.
become like part fungus or like part fruit
Or
technically.
they turn
like,
into critters?
That would be
yeah,
awesome.
sure.
Such an awesome movie.
Yeah, I have nothing
So
else to say
stupid,
about
but
this
I
movie.
love it.
Like
Yeah,
I am,
seen critters.
I have seen Critters. I am just too distracted trying to find us a game to play.
That's not what you're supposed to be
So, because I have
doing.
nothing else to
you,
say of
let's
this
play
movie.
Web fishing. It's $5. We'll play that.
The fuck is that?
What's this
Anyway,
vibe?
okay, Justin,
told
get
you,
us the fuck
whatever.
out of here.
Yeah,
Alright,
can we
alright,
done?
We've ranted enough. I'm sorry, everyone.
Don't watch this movie. That's the collective opinion. It's not good.
This movie was boring.
Yeah.
We didn't have much to say because
It
there
wasn't.
really
It
isn't
wasn't
anything
good
that
storytelling.
happened.
Yeah, there was
wasn't good
nothing in it.
storytelling on any front at all. That's it. It
It's just
wasn't.
random people you encounter.
Yeah. Move
That's
on.
it.
Get
Go
the fuck
drink
out.
some wine, I guess. I don't know. I
Get the
don't
fuck
drink.
out.
All right.
Bye.
Get out.
I didn't even get the
Just leave.
download the episodes.
Go
from Spotify,
away.
please. And if you could subscribe on everything, that'd be awesome. Okay, bye. See ya.